Let's delve into the journey of spiritual awakening, a path that is anything but straightforward. Have you ever felt a profound shift in your life, as though you were waking up to a new understanding of yourself and the world? This journey isn't linear. It's more like a DNA spiral, looping through stages and skipping others. Each journey is uniquely tailored to you, yet certain elements unite us all. First, let's explore the challenges of this journey. In the beginning, many of us find ourselves deeply entrenched in the realm of the ego. It's a place where our thoughts and emotions rule, without us being fully aware of their influence. Imagine going through life reacting rather than shaping your experiences, feeling as though you have little control over what happened. This stage can be frustrating, leading to defensiveness, anger, and a general sense of negativity. Life feels predetermined, and any trauma only reinforces the belief that you're not in control. You may even struggle to see others clearly, as your perception is clouded by your own experiences and projection. But here's the silver lining. Recognizing this stage is the first step towards transformation. The realization that you're caught in these unconscious patterns is what sparks the beginning of your spiritual awakening. This awareness opens the door to breaking free from the ego's grip, exploring the deeper layers of your existence. As you progress, you'll encounter the profound and sometimes unsettling experience known as ego death. This isn't about a physical demise, but rather the dissolution of the tightly held beliefs about who you are. The identity you've built around labels like gender, age, race, and personal beliefs begins to crumble. This can leave you feeling empty and detached. But it's in this emptiness that you create space for something new. The observer self, part of you that quietly watches without judgment, starts to emerge, and you begin to see that you are not your thoughts or emotions. This shift in perspective is liberating, paving the way for a deeper understanding of who you truly are. Now let's talk about the good that comes from this challenging phase. Ego death allows you to separate yourself from the stories you've been telling yourself. Stories shaped by societal conditioning, personal experiences. As these stories fall away, you gain clarity and insight into your true nature. This stage is crucial because it helps you move towards a more authentic self-awareness, one that is no longer tied to the ego's narrative. The next phase of your journey is the search, a quest for truth and understanding. At this stage, you may find yourself turning to spiritual literature, seeking wisdom from teachers, or immersing yourself in videos that explore profound ideas. The motivation behind this search is a genuine desire to grasp the essence, who you are, and the meaning of life.
It's not just an intellectual pursuit. It's a heartfelt exploration, driven by a longing for clarity and purpose. This search leads to the emergence of your authentic self. Here, you start to shed the facade you've presented to the world. Pretending becomes difficult, and there's a discomfort in trying to conform to societal expectations that no longer resonate with your true self. You begin to reconnect with the essence of who you were before the world told you who to be. This stage often brings significant life changes. Relationships, jobs, and other aspects of your life may shift to align with your newfound authenticity. The beauty of this stage is that it brings you closer to your true self. As you let go of what no longer serves you, you make room for what genuinely aligns with your inner being. This period of upheaval is necessary for the new energy to flow into your life, leading to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Finally, as you continue on this journey, you reach a stage of living in alignment. This is where everything comes together. Harmonious integration of your mind, body, and soul with the world around you. You develop a deep sense of self-compassion, embracing your imperfections, and extending this compassion to others. Relationships become more genuine, and you find yourself nurturing the part of you that needed support in earlier stages of life. In this state of alignment, you also feel a profound connection with nature and the world at large. You recognize your interconnectedness with all living things, and this awareness shapes how you live each day. You understand that even the darker aspects of life contribute to the richness of the human experience. As you reflect on these stages, consider where you might be in your own journey. Have you experienced the challenges of the ego's grip? Or are you in the midst of searching for deeper meaning? Wherever you are, remember that this journey is yours, uniquely tailored to your growth and awakening. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and if this resonates with you, consider sharing it with someone who might appreciate it. Until next time, continue exploring the depths of your spiritual awakening. As you reach the stage of ego death, the experience can be unsettling. Imagine everything you thought you knew about yourself, the identity you've built over years, the beliefs you've held onto, being stripped away. This isn't a gentle process. It can feel like the ground beneath you is crumbling. You might feel lost or disconnected, unsure of who you are without these familiar anchors. The sense of emptiness that follows can be overwhelming, leaving you questioning your very existence.
But here's where the beauty of this stage begins to emerge. In that emptiness, there's potential. A vast, open space where the true essence of who you are can begin to take shape. Without the ego's rigid definitions, you're free to explore new aspects of yourself. This is where the observer self, part of you that watches without judgment, starts to come forward. It's a profound shift from being entangled in your thoughts and emotions to observing them from a place of calm detachment. You begin to see that you are not your thoughts, not your emotions, and certainly not the stories you've been telling yourself. This realization is incredibly liberating. It allows you to step back from the drama of life and view things with greater clarity. You start to understand that many of the struggles and conflicts you've experienced were rooted in the ego's need to defend itself. As this need diminishes, you find a new sense of peace and inner calm. You're no longer reacting to life. Instead, you're responding with a deeper understanding and wisdom. Moving forward, the search stage becomes a pivotal moment in your journey. At this point, you're driven by a deep yearning to understand the mysteries of life. This isn't just about gathering knowledge, it's about seeking a truth that resonates with your soul. You may find yourself exploring various spiritual teachings, diving into books, or seeking out mentors who can guide you. The search is often accompanied by a sense of excitement and discovery. Each new insight feels like a piece of the puzzle falling into place, bringing you closer to understanding who you are and your place in the universe. However, this stage can also come with its own set of challenges. The sheer volume of information available can be overwhelming. You might find yourself sifting through different teachings, trying to discern which ones resonate with you and which ones don't. It's important to approach this stage with an open mind, but also with discernment. Not everything you encounter will align with your path. And that's okay. The search is as much about finding what doesn't resonate as it is about finding what does. As you gather wisdom, you'll notice a gradual shift happening within you. The search is not just an intellectual pursuit. It's a transformation of your inner world. The knowledge you acquire begins to change the way you see yourself and the world around you. You start to align more with your true self. And this alignment brings with it a deep sense of purpose and clarity. This leads to the emergence of your authentic self, a stage where the facade you've been wearing begins to crumble. This can be a difficult time, as you might feel a sense of loss or disorientation. The roles you've played, the masks you've worn, start to feel constricting. You can no longer pretend to be something you're not, and this realization can be both freeing and frightening. But as you let go of these false identities, something incredible happens. Your true self, person you were before societal conditioning took hold, starts to shine through. This is the self that is aligned with your deepest values, passions, and desires. As you embrace this authenticity, you begin to make choices that reflect who you truly are, rather than who you think you should be. This stage often brings significant changes in your external life. You might find yourself reevaluating relationships, careers, and other aspects of your life that no longer resonate with your authentic self. This can lead to a period of upheaval, as you let go of what no longer serves you to make room for what does. But these changes, while challenging, are ultimately empowering. They allow you to live in greater alignment with your true nature, bringing a sense of fulfillment and joy that comes from being true to yourself. Finally, we arrive at the stage of living in alignment. This is where everything you've learned and experienced comes together, in a harmonious way. In this stage, you are deeply connected to yourself and the world around you. You understand that life is not just about the pursuit of goals, but about living in a state of balance and harmony. You've learned to embrace both the light and the dark aspects of existence, recognizing that both are essential parts of the human experience. Living in alignment means you've developed a deep sense of self-compassion. You've learned to forgive yourself for past mistakes and to accept your imperfection. This self-love naturally extends to others, allowing you to nurture relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. You see people not just as individuals, but as fellow travelers on their own spiritual journeys. This perspective fosters a sense of empathy and compassion, not just for others, but for all of life. This stage also brings a profound connection with nature and the world around you. You feel a sense of unity with all living things, recognizing that you are part of a larger whole. This awareness influences how you live your life, leading to choices that are in harmony with the environment and the greater good. But perhaps the most significant aspect of living in alignment is the inner peace it brings. You've come to a place where you are no longer striving or struggling. Instead, you are flowing with life, trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. This doesn't mean that challenges no longer arise, they do, but you meet them with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that you have the tools and wisdom to navigate whatever comes your way. As you reflect on these stages, think about where you are in your own spiritual awakening journey. What challenges are you facing? What insights have you gained? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's continue this journey of exploration and growth together. If you found this discussion helpful, consider sharing it with others who might benefit. Until next time, keep listening to the whispers of your soul and following the path that leads you to your true self. This journey isn't always easy, but as you progress, you'll find that the challenges you face are the very things that lead to the most significant growth and understanding. As you move through the stage of living in alignment, you start to notice subtle but powerful shifts in your everyday life. One of the most remarkable changes is the way you interact with the world around you. In this stage, you become more attuned to the energy and rhythm of life. You might find yourself drawn to nature, feeling a deeper connection to the earth, trees, and even the animals around you. This isn't just a passing feeling, it's a profound realization that you are part of a much larger, interconnected system. Imagine walking through a forest and feeling a sense of oneness with everything around you. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, the gentle breeze, all of these elements become part of your experience in a much more intimate way. You're no longer just an observer or a participant in the dance of life. This connection extends beyond nature to include all aspects of your existence. You start to see that every interaction, every relationship, and every moment is an opportunity to live in harmony with your true self. But living in alignment isn't just about feeling connected to the world around you. It's also about how you treat yourself. In this stage, self-compassion becomes a cornerstone of your existence. You've learned to be gentle with yourself, forgive your past mistakes, and to embrace your imperfection. This self-compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook or avoiding responsibility. It's about recognizing that you are human, and that growth often comes through trial and error. Consider a time when you made a mistake, something that you might have beaten yourself up over in the past. In the stage of living in alignment, you approach these moments differently. Instead of harsh self-criticism, you acknowledge what happened, understand the lesson it offers, and move forward with a sense of compassion and self-love. This approach not only helps you heal, but also allows you to grow in a more profound and meaningful way. This self-compassion naturally extends to others. You begin to see the people in your life not just as individuals with their own struggles and challenges, but as reflections of the journey you're on. This understanding fosters empathy, patience, and a deep sense of connection. You realize that everyone is doing the best they can with the awareness they have at the moment, just as you are. This realization can transform your relationships, making them more authentic and fulfilling. Let's look at an example of how this might play out in your life. Suppose you're in a relationship where there has been tension or conflict. In the past, you might have approached these situations with anger or frustration, viewing the other person as the source of the problem. But as you move into this stage of alignment, you start to see things differently. You recognize that both of you are on your own paths of growth, and that the conflict is an opportunity to learn and evolve. Instead of reacting with anger, you approach the situation with understanding and compassion, seeking a resolution that honors both your truth and theirs. This shift in perspective can lead to profound changes in how you experience your relationships. Conflicts become less about winning or losing, and more about finding common ground and understanding. This doesn't mean that every relationship will become perfect. Some may still end or change, but the way you navigate them will be more aligned with your true self, leading to deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. Another aspect of living in alignment is the way you approach your life's purpose. In this stage, you become more attuned to what truly resonates with you. You might find yourself drawn to work or activities that align with your values and passions, rather than simply following the path that others have laid out for you. This can lead to significant changes in your career, hobbies, and even your social circles. For instance, you might have spent years in a job that doesn't fulfill you, doing what you thought you should do based on societal expectations or the influence of others. But as you move into alignment, you begin to question whether this path truly reflects who you are. You start to explore what genuinely excites and motivates you, whether it's a different career, creative pursuit, or a new way of contributing to the world. This process can be both exhilarating and challenging. It often involves letting go of the security of the known and stepping into the uncertainty of the unknown. But the rewards are immense. By aligning your actions with your true self, you create a life that feels more authentic and meaningful. You start to wake up each day with a sense of purpose and direction, knowing that you're on a path that truly reflects who you are. Let's say you've always had a passion for helping others, but you've been working in a job that doesn't allow you to express this part of yourself. In the stage of living in alignment, you might start exploring ways to incorporate this passion into your life. Whether it's through a career change, volunteering, or starting a side project that allows you to make a difference. As you begin to follow this path, you'll likely find that your life starts to feel more fulfilling and aligned with your true self. As you continue on this journey, you also become more aware of the importance of balance. Living in alignment isn't about constantly striving or pushing yourself to achieve more. It's about finding a rhythm that allows you to be productive, filled, and at peace. You start to recognize when you're out of balance, perhaps working too hard, neglecting your self-care, or getting caught up in negative thoughts, and you take steps to realign yourself with your true nature. For example, if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or stressed, you might take a step back and reassess how you're spending your time and energy. You might incorporate practices like meditation, mindfulness, or spending time in nature, help you reconnect with yourself. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about creating space for the things that nourish your soul and keep you in balance. Living in alignment also means embracing both the light, and dark aspects of life. You've come to understand that challenges, pain, and even suffering are part of the human experience. Rather than avoiding these aspects, you approach them with acceptance and understanding. This doesn't mean that you seek out suffering, but rather that you recognize its role in your growth and transformation. Take, for instance, a difficult period in your life, perhaps a loss, a breakup, or a significant setback. In the past, you might have tried to push through or ignore the pain, but now you approach it differently. You allow yourself to feel the emotions, to process the experience fully, knowing that it's part of your journey. This acceptance allows you to move through the pain more gracefully, emerging on the other side with a deeper understanding of yourself and life. Finally, as you live in alignment, you become more attuned to the subtle energies and synchronicities that guide your path. You start to notice signs, coincidences, and intuitive nudges that help you navigate your journey. This isn't about looking for magic in every moment, but rather being open to the guidance that comes when you're living in harmony with yourself and the universe. For example, you might be thinking about a major decision, unsure of which direction to take. As you live in alignment, you'll find that the right choice often becomes clear through a series of signs or intuitive feeling. Perhaps a book falls off the shelf with exactly the message you needed to hear, or a conversation with a friend provides the clarity you've been seeking. These moments are reminders that when you're aligned with your true self, the universe often responds in kind, helping you along your path. As you reflect on these deeper aspects of living in alignment, consider how you can incorporate them into your own life. What changes can you make to live more authentically, to align your actions with your true self, and to embrace the journey with compassion and understanding? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's continue to support each other on this path of spiritual awakening. If this discussion has resonated with you, please share it with others who might benefit from it.